Have you ever questioned the depth of your faithfulness when faced with temptation or hardship? We all do, don't we? Faithfulness isn't a one-size-fits-all virtue. It's complex, multifaceted, and constantly being tested by the trials and tribulations we encounter every day. It's a journey, not a destination. It can waver, but it can also strengthen. It's a struggle, a dance between conviction and doubt. Now imagine a tale, a parable if you will, about faithfulness tested and rewarded. Once upon a time, there was a man who had 2 sons. This man was a kind and hard-working father who loved his sons more than anything in the world. He had worked tirelessly all his life to build a fortune to leave behind for his 2 boys. The older son was just like his father, diligent, responsible, and dedicated to the family's estate. But the younger son, he was of a different feather. He was restless, always seeking adventure and excitement beyond the borders of their humble abode. One day, the younger son came to his father with an unusual request. He asked his father to give him his share of the inheritance early. This was not customary, as inheritance was typically given after the passing of the father, but the younger son was eager to explore the world, to live life on his own terms. The father, though surprised, didn't rebuke his son. Instead, he looked at him with love and understanding. He saw in his son's eyes the same sparkle that he himself had when he was a young man, full of dreams and aspirations. He granted his younger son's request, giving him his share of the inheritance early. And so the younger son, with his inheritance in hand, set off on his own, leaving his father's house behind. In a distant land, the younger son squandered his wealth in wild living. Thrown amidst the unfamiliar and the enticing, he was lured by the glittering allure of a reckless lifestyle. He indulged in every fleeting pleasure, every momentary thrill, his wealth draining away like sand slipping through fingers. He became a regular at extravagant feasts, a familiar face in opulent mansions, his name synonymous with debauchery. But as the saying goes, easy come, easy go. His fortune, once a towering mountain, was reduced to a barren desert. He found himself in the throes of severe poverty, his friends of convenience disappearing like mirages. In his desperation, he was forced to take up a job feeding pigs. The son of a wealthy man who once dined in luxury was now yearning for the scraps that the pigs ate. His life, once a grand spectacle, had turned into a tragic comedy. But it was in this pit of despair, amidst the filth and the grime, that he found his moment of clarity. He remembered his father's house, the abundance, the warmth, the love. He remembered the servants, well-fed and content, living a life far better than his current predicament. A wave of remorse washed over him as he realized the magnitude of his folly. He had squandered not just his wealth, but the love and respect of his father. He decided then, in the company of swine, to return home. He would go to his father, admit his mistakes, and ask for forgiveness. He was ready to work as a servant, to earn his keep, to reclaim at least a fragment of the life he had so thoughtlessly discarded. This decision wasn't easy, but it was necessary. It was a testament to his newfound humility, his acceptance of his mistakes, his willingness to make amends. Broken and remorseful, the younger son embarked on the journey back to his father, willing to become a servant in his own home. As he approached his old home, his father saw him from a distance. The father, filled with joy and relief, didn't hesitate for a moment. He ran towards his son, embracing him with a love that had remained undiminished, despite the years of absence. He didn't wait for explanations or apologies. His son was home, and that's all that mattered to him. This was a celebration of return, a celebration of repentance. The father ordered the fattest calf to be killed. He brought out the finest robe for his son. It was a feast to signify forgiveness, a feast to signify unconditional love. The father's faithfulness never wavered, not for a moment. His love was constant, like the northern star guiding the lost son back home. The father's response to his son's return was not conditioned by the son's past actions, but by his own steadfast love and unwavering faith. The father's faithfulness and forgiveness despite his son's actions is a powerful reminder to us all. So what does this story teach us about faithfulness? The tale of the prodigal son is a poignant reminder of the power of unwavering faithfulness. The father's constant and enduring love for his son, despite his son's mistakes, is a testament to unconditional love and forgiveness. This narrative demonstrates that faithfulness isn't just about loyalty, but about relentless love and forgiveness. No matter how far we stray, faithfulness calls us home, back to the love and forgiveness that waits for us.